Hi, hello, it's me. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that was, but that was weird. Today I'm just coming on here to make a video about Christmas, I guess, rather, if anything. Um, I feel like Christmas is one of those holidays where we are so accustomed to just like going about our lives still as if like it's really nothing. To me, I've been always one of those people that's like, Christmas is Christmas. It's just another holiday. I grew up loving Christmas, but as the years go on and you get older, you realize Christmas spirit is rather not there anymore. Sorry, my smoke detector keeps going off. The batteries need changed, but it's so high up there. And I don't know. I was at work the other day and I just heard people talking about how they were the kids that would go into school and kind of just ruin all of the Christmas for kids. And if you know what that means as an adult, you know what that means. Like, I mean, ruin Christmas for kids. And if you're that parent that allows your kid to go into school, and I get kids are going to be kids, and I get that you shouldn't lie to your kids, and this is one of those reasons why you shouldn't. I get that, and I understand it, and I understand all of the aspects of Christmas and all of that stuff. It doesn't even have to really do with Santa, but I feel like at the end of the day, the Christmas spirit is there, and there is one person that kind of brings the Christmas spirit more than anyone else. And I mean, it's the same person that winds up in all the movies. So for kids, that Christmas spirit is that specific person. But for me, my Christmas spirit didn't really come back into play as an adult until I had children. And I feel like as parents, like, we're entitled of how our kids feel about Christmas. And again, the general sense is lying to our children about one specific person. But in all aspects, Christmas spirit doesn't just have to be just one specific person. Most kids are programmed to believe that the one specific person holds all the Christmas spirit. But for me, Christmas spirit comes from lights that people put up, or the displays that people put up, or even just the time and energy that people take out of their regular normal day lives, which I know we all don't normally have a lot of time, but take time to just be like, you know what, Christmas is here. We're going to decorate our houses. We're going to decorate a tree, which, mind you, doesn't always take 5 seconds to put up. Why not? I don't know. They have to have all these increment parts, colors, and whatever else. But it's just the Christmas spirit of being a family, enjoying certain and small things that you wouldn't normally enjoy in life. So for me, Christmas spirit has been there. It's been hidden, but it's been there. Christmas trees are always my favorite thing to look at. Christmas lights are always going to be a favorite thing to see. So Christmas spirit for me comes from that. But when I had kids, it came from them, seeing them smile and being happy and stuff. And for me, it doesn't just come from one person. So sorry, I'm trying not to say names because I do plan on putting this in a public forum, and I don't want to be that person that ruins everything for everyone. So I'm like, secret. But for me, the most utmost and cutest and respectable and amazing thing that has came out of all of this is my children are my stepchildren, which, if you don't know that, I don't have any biological kids. My kids are 9 and 3, and they're not mine. But in some aspects of life, we all sit there and want them to still have the best life because they don't come from respectable houses. It's not like the step parent where you step in and you're all co-parenting together and you're all being a happy family. There's potential with that with the 3-year-old, but with the 9-year-old, she is not allowed to see her mom. She is not allowed to be in contact with her mom. So it gets rough, especially during the holidays, and especially, right around now. It's been a year since we've gotten almost full custody of her. And holidays aren't always the easiest, especially right around this time last year was when we did a lot of stuff to get her in our custody, and it's just a lot. And I plan on going into that with a different video, but relaying back to the beginning, a lot of children don't come from respectable homes. They don't come from homes where everything is happy and cheerful. And I know that I don't mean that in like a bad way where everyone comes from happy houses. I know, even if you do, like, something bad will happen one day and, you go about it the next day. But these aren't children that are products of houses where everything is good and every day is good, which I'm not taking down anyone and I'm not saying anything bad, because when I do go into the full history of everything, which I will at one point because I feel like it's important to know, those kids that don't come from houses like that, sometimes all they really want is a good holiday or a good happy day, where in their mind they knew that if they were with their mom, that's a day that was actually going to be a good day for them. They didn't have to worry about this, they didn't have to worry about that, because they knew they were going to get something good that day. And I feel like people don't take time to think about that. Even if they do, I know it's not always a thing to say like out loud, but coming back to the full circle of Christmas spirit, ruining the one person for the Christmas spirit, which most people believe for the Christmas spirit, that gets hard for children, because when you ruin that dream for children, the rest of the holiday just sucks. And I was a firm, like you was a liar if you told me otherwise, firm believer until I was 13. And when I found out, my heart was crushed. And the holiday has not been the same since. And I wasn't one of those kids that grew up with a bad childhood, but with a childhood full of anxiety and stress and not knowing anything and everything and being broke. Christmas was the one holiday I knew somehow, some way, Santa was going to figure out how to get me whatever I wanted. Now, I choose not to lie to my children, which most people know by now, because I don't like to be lied to, so I don't lie to them. So if they do ask me a question, I will tell them the truth. So by this time, I'm sure my 9-year-old knows the truth, but still believes to believe in the Christmas spirit. And for me, that's all I'm grateful for, because she's the kid that is 9 and chooses not to ruin it for her 3-year-old brother, because she cares and she knows how devastating and hurting that can be. But she's also the kid that will sit there and tell her brother, all I wished for last Christmas to Santa was a good mom. And here she is. She's Allison. And if that doesn't break your heart after a whole year of chaos, craziness, and not being able to talk to your real mom, I'm not sure what does. Christmas is not about the man himself. It's about the spirit. And for the kids to go ruin the man himself, it does ruin the spirit for the kids. But if you teach your kids well enough, even if the spirit of the man himself is broke, the Christmas spirit will always be there. And she goes back and forth. But a part of me also just wants her to be like a little kid and be like, I think she goes back and forth because she got me, and that's what she wished for. The man himself is real. He's just a character in your head. And he may not go down a chimney. But that was never the reason for it anyway. Christmas spirit was. And he's the man behind it. So please don't ruin the Christmas spirit whole for the children that desperately need it during this time in their lives. Because sometimes this is only the second day they get a year to be happy and not worry about everything else. Peace out. Tune out.